Hello, hello, I'm Bella and welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. As you can see, I'm a red mage now and I changed up my attack pattern here. So I did some practicing on my own. So I finally figured out how to best utilize these skills. So I have a somewhat strategy to use when we get to battle. Alright, so I figured today I'm going to start the Hildibrand quest line, which I have never attempted before. I have never seen it before, so it'll be all new to me. And I did preview just like the name of the quest a little bit just to see how many there were. And so we'll see how far I get into it today. But I did see there were a couple of trials, so we might just get up to the first trial and then we'll see how long these quests are. But yeah, I'm not going to rush through anything. I'm just going to take my time. And it just seemed like, I guess, these came out in little segments for each of the 2.5 quests. So we'll just focus on the 2.5 quest line, and then we'll probably go to the side dungeons from there and then continue on with the main quests. Alright, so as you can see, I'm by Waymond. Waymond, what you got for me? The Rise and Fall of Gentlemen. An old acquaintance of Waymond is at wit's end, and the businessman would have you help her. I hear you've been busy as a bee, Bella. Seems half the whispers what come my way relate to your comings and goings. Being the active type you are, I reckon you'd be interested in investigating some queer rumors, am I right? But before that, let me ask, ever heard of a man named Hildibrand? No. To hear him tell it, he was Eorzea's greatest and most famous inspector. Still, can't say I'm surprised you don't know him. To his credit, Hildibrand and his assistant had a knack for showing up when something shady was afoot. As for sussing out the culprits, well, he had his moments, though I hesitate to give him sole credit. Any road, 5 years ago, he gets it in his head that he has cracked the code of Messiah's 7th verse. Dalamud, the calamity. All of it can be stopped, he says, so long as he finds the hero of prophecy. And wouldn't you know it, the hero was Hildibrand himself. So he flies off towards Dalamud. Aye, that's right, he flew. Really? Launches himself straight into the air somehow, ridiculous as it sounds. Of course, it's only logical that he has got to come back down, though it was only recently that we found his body. But did he die? I had reason for bringing this up. Ah, right. So, Nashu, Hildibrand's erstwhile assistant, has since become an inspector in her own right. At present, she's investigating the queer rumors I mentioned earlier. She's a sweet lass, a bit daft, but sweet nonetheless. So, when I hear she's at wit's end, I want to help. Thing is, I prefer to meddle in the affairs of the living. Zombies are most definitely not my forte. So, if you're willing, I'd be grateful if you lent her a hand. As for where to find her, she's like to visit Hildibrand's grave in the Lich Yard when she's frustrated. Try looking for her there first. Oh dear. I think that's why I got confused. I think I had heard that Hildibrand was like a zombie, and then you had like the corpse groom quest over there. How did I know Hildibrand? Next you'll be asking me how he was always in the right place at the right time. You're too clever to be that daft. Alright, so let's go to Camp Tribone. Alright, fast cat. Let's go. Oh. Oh, if only you were still alive, Inspector. You'd know how to stop these zombies. I like the rose she has there. Ah, you there. Could it be? You've come to offer your services to me? Oh, but where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Nashu, Agent of Inquiries, Extraordinary Inspector. At least, that's what I'm trying to be. It's not quite as easy as he made it look. Inspector Hildibrand was a great man, a real Eorzean hero. We travel the world, me and him, solving cases and thwarting evil. No matter the mystery, you could always count on the inspector to solve it with grace and style. Is this like a version of Scooby-Doo? But then there was the final case. The case of the century, he called it. How to stop the Red Moon from destroying the world. To save us all, he flew into the sky, and all I could do was watch. Did he have a jetpack or something? But then he came back down, and he... am I gonna see how it happened? This is all a joke. A big funny joke. Right, Inspector? Any moment now, you'll burst out of the ground and shout, "Surprise! Had he fooled, eh?" And we'll laugh and laugh. Manderville? They say no one remembers the warriors of light. Their names, their faces, all gone forever. But I remember you, Inspector. No, Gentleman Hero Hildibrand. I can never be the hero you were, but I'll do my best to try. I and Nashu, Inspector Extraordinaire, will carry on your legacy. So I told myself, well, Nashu, there must be a leader, a head zombie who tells the rest what to do. Therefore, all we need to do is kill him. Again, that is. Unfortunately, I don't know where he is or how to find him. But now that you're here, my faithful assistant, you can try the one good idea I've come up with so far. If you go to where these dapper zombies were last seen in southern Thailand, you might find them. And then you could, you could become their friend and ask to meet their leader. Yes, that's sure to work. I've never tried making friends with a zombie, but I don't see why it would be hard. Just moan, groan, and pretend to be dead. Oh, dear. Alright, so... I guess it's just easier to come here. Oh, you gotta participate in the fate? Okay. Well, we'll have to wait. I don't know how often this fate comes about. Okay. A band of zombies? Okay, I just have to kill you then? Sorry. Oh, how dare you. At least it's giving me experience with this class. Oops, oops, oops. Sorry. Sorry. Oh. Meow. I don't like your stuns. I got a curious parchment. I'm really liking this class. It's very fancy. Did you find the zombies? You did? That's wonderful. I've been busy too. The head zombie will rue the day he meets me. You'll see. So, tell me, what did you learn? Curious parchment. Written upon this map of the Sangoli Desert in a flamboyant, flowing hand are the words, "A gentleman is rather than dust." Oh, so you weren't able to make new friends. That's a shame. But this parchment, this is a map of the Sangoli Desert. There's a spot marked here in the south. And look, there's something written here. A gentleman is rather than dust. That sort of reminds me of, well, no matter. Let's see where this map takes us, assistant. Onward to the Sangoli. Alright, back to Sangoli Desert. Alright, over there. Come back here. I just want to make sure there's no other quests. Alright, doesn't look like it. Oh wait, there is one. Zombies are people too. I guess we can pick that one up while we're here. Let's go to that one since it's farther away. I believe I know where it is too. Yeah, this little outcrop. I remember you, Hob. Got a quest for me? Oh, you get a little cactus. Oh, that's wonderful. Hob the zombie just wants some love. Wait, what does this say? Take care not to suffer 1,000 points of damage to your heart. I'm sorry. I suppose you don't speak Zomblish. You'll have to forgive me. I've been feeling awfully depressed of late. And why shouldn't I? What with you and your friends always trying to hack me limb from limb? Why, it's as if my rotting malodorous flesh and propensity for snacking out adventurer brains has made me some sort of pariah. Yeah. The only ones who ever treated me with any decency were my Sapotender friends, and I haven't seen them in ages. My best friend among them was spirited away when we were strolling through the Shroud. I do hope he's safe. In the Shroud. Alright. We'll follow this one just to be quick about it. Sure, was this quest bird in hand? I wonder what that one's about. Okay. This way. Off we go. Here, somewhere. A little Sapotender friend. What you be doing over here? Were you like plucked by this thing? Where are you going? Report to Hob. There needs to be a closer aetheryte to Hob. But again, thank God I can fly now. It'll go so much quicker. Savotendric. I'm glad you have your little friend. Hab. My dear friend Savotendric just returned. It was you that found him. Why, you must be the kindest adventurer I've ever met. I promise I won't eat your brains unless you are the last adventurer in Eorzea. Thank you. Perhaps you could track down my other Savotendra friends as well. Savotendrid disappeared while we were on an excursion to Lenosha. Do you think it's my body odor? Do these Savotenders grow flowers? Maybe you can make a perfume out of the flower and help with the smell. Alright, Lenosha? Where's that? Having me go all over the realms here. Alright, any quests? Well, that's one thing that helps. It makes me check the maps to see if there's any other quests that I've unlocked. Alright, this way, this way, this way. Can I land on these things? No. Come down a little bit. He's enjoying the hot spring. Oh, ow! Spatter cat jet ski. That's what we have to do. Go home. To your zombie friend. Is there gonna be one more? Probably. Savotendrid. You enjoying your smelly friend? Joy of joys, Savotendrid returned just moments ago. He assured me that he merely got lost, and I smelled just fine. At least, that's what I think he meant to say. Why, that leaves only Savotendale. He was always a shy, retiring type. He was relaxing in his favorite pot when it was stolen away by a band of Amalja brigands. Could you find him for me? Oh, and take this fire stand, just in case he's stuck inside. Say what now? Blow up the odd pot fire stand? Okay, that's here. cat away. It's a big sand dune. Here to save you, little dude. Where are you? Blow up the odd pot? What odd pot? Am I not seeing something? Is it down below? No, leave me alone. I'm just trying to find this odd pot. I didn't see it. Oh, leave me alone. Go away. Fine. Where? Blow out the odd pot with fire sand. What? Odd pot I'm not seeing here. Okay, odd pot. I'm so lost and confused. There's no pot around here. Okay, it is up there. Aha! It was hidden. As I say, 24 ounces of fire sand, blasting powder used to clear tunnels and mines. The 24 ounces is a tad overkill. Go home to your zombie pal. Where are your friends? Sabotendale came back, then left just as quickly to go home with his brothers, so that the winds of Thanalan were calling him home. Or at least that's what I think he said. How nice it must be to have a family. Mine's long dead. Dead. Not undead like me. Still, just knowing that I have friends in this vast, lonely world is enough for me. Why, I suppose I can even call you a friend too. You don't mind my odor, do you? I will visit you. Never. Alright, so we will unlock that one. Why not? Why not? Let's see. Minion. Look at all these minions we got now. Got Marble Seedling. It is in fashion amongst wealthy Uldan merchants and nobles to bring up marble seedlings to banquets, so that the upper crust might inhale the seedkins' bootleg bad breath to induce vomiting, allowing them to engorge themselves for the duration of the gatherings. What? That's not healthy. Make yourself vomit so then you can just gorge on a buffet? Cactar cutting. Hub, loneliest zombie in the realm, is certain that this cactar cutting was taken from his trusted companion Sabotendric, or if not, then most positively Sabotendrid. That's it. What he does not know is that it is, in fact, from the oft-forgotten Sabotendale. Aw. Summon. Since we're in the desert. Hi. Plus, we're on, like, a Manderville quest line, right? And Manderville is the, rules the golden saucer, correct? Or is the owner? So it's appropriate. Oh, there you are. I don't think I misread the map. Maybe they're just shy, though. I say we call out to them and let them know we come in peace. And when the leader shows himself, we strike. Show yourselves, foul fiends. Gentleman is rather than does. I kind of want to say, show yourselves, foul fiends. That didn't seem to work. Maybe you should try shouting something else. Alright. A gentleman is rather than does. Who summons the gentle dead men? They live, and we hunger. My brothers, lend me your ears. A gentleman does not dine upon his guests. How is he able to do that? He's got some amazing core strength. Spare these two fair ladies your mastications. Withdraw, I say, and harass them no more. Up in the sky, look. It's a bird? No. It's an airship? No. It's the inspector. Superman? Oh my god, they said he could fly. Is he really Superman? We hear and we obey. Now he fell flat on his ass. It is you. It really is you. I knew nothing could kill the great Inspector Hildibrand. Hildibrand? Who is this Hildibrand of whom you speak? My name is Zombibrand, devourer of brains, undead overlord extraordinaire. What are you saying? You're not an undead overlord. You're a gentleman inspector.
Inspector, Overlord. Inspector, Overlord.
Oh, Inspector, you're just confused is all. Don't worry. I'll knock some sense back into that noggin of yours.
Bombs? Stay your hand, milady. You know not what you do.
Oh, she crazy.
Even if I were the esteemed gentleman you purport me to be, the concussive force of that blast is more like to liquefy mine.
If crashing into the ground made you forget, then an explosion of equal force ought to make you remember. I'll save you, Inspector, or kill you trying.
See? Even you acknowledge the possibility that this plan will result in mine.
Death. It's so comical, you gotta love it. Head buried in the sand. It's so classic cartoon. Even with the sound effects.
Normally, I would applaud your ingenuity, Nashu, but I would have preferred that you found a more elegant solution.
Ah, he remembers me. Inspector Hildibrand remembers me.
Yes, I remember you, my faithful assistant. What I do not quite remember is how I came to be here. He lives! He lives!
Was he buried alive, or is he actually a zombie? Ah, he's got the flower on his head.
Ah, such a wonderful dream. I slew a dragon and... What is this place? And for that matter, who am I?
It's alright, bud. We'll... Let's join ranks! It's fabulous, fabulous.
I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have awoken at last.
I always knew you'd come back to us.
Be it Red Moon or Black Dragon, no fiend is a match for my legendary might. And who might this fine lady be? Could she perhaps be one of my many Oh, but what is this faint tingling sensation in my arm? This ringing in my ears? This dizziness? Could it be a case?
His zombie senses are tingling. Oh dear. Okay. A phoenix down. I don't think I've ever used a phoenix down. Amazing, isn't it? He wasn't dead. He was just badly injured and needed to hibernate. I didn't even know people could do that. Is she in denial? Seriously, is he... Was he truly dead? Or is he a zombie? It's like the zombies came for him. Maybe they were just confused? I'm confused. Back in the saddle. A mild concussion will not sway Inspector Hildibrand from his true calling.
Verily, it could be naught else. Somewhere nearby, dastardly doings are afoot, and only I can thwart them. Copious quantities of sand, unbearable heat. Ah, ha! The Sangoli Desert. I'd bet my life on it. Which means Ul'dah is but a short trek away. Yes, it all fits. Only that den of inquiry could so violently trigger my keen investigator sense. Fear not, law-abiding citizens. Inspector Hildibrand shall soon deliver you from evil.
Oh dear. You might, if you're a zombie and you smell, you may want to freshen up before you go into high class Ul'dah. Which way did he go, Bella? Did you see? Oh dear, I've got to find him. Change my outfit too. She kind of reminds me of Velma. She's not as ditzy though. I think it's just a haircut, the hairstyle. She would be like Velma. Alright, so we're going to Ul'dah. Agnes? Beg your pardon? You wish to question me as to the whereabouts of that deviant running about town dressed in rags? Do I look like a reporter for the Mithril Eye? I do not consort with perverts. Ah! Is he a pervert? Just because he is showing his abs?
What, you're looking for a half-naked Highlander? What likes to catch criminals? I think I'd remember a thing like that. If you do manage to find this inspector friend of yours, tell him to do something about that goddamn duelist. Me mate's cousin's kid's best friend lost his blade the other day to that bastard. Oi, adventurer, why not spend some of that hard-earned coin here at the markets? Go on and treat yourself. You deserve it. Alright, we're going into the quicksand. Sorry, lass, but if it's information you want, you'd be served best by going to Wymond. The only rumors I've heard are those about the weapon thief. Calls himself a duelist, or so I hear, but when you don't allow your opponents to refuse, well... Alright. Wymond, you started this whole thing. What do you have to say about it? I take it you've dealt with that zombie problem, eh? So, do tell, just why were they dressed up like dandies? Wymond! Hey, Wymond! The almighty bugger me with a bleeding spear. The dead have risen, and they've walked in the streets of Hilda. No need for melodrama, my good man. As you can see, reports of my death were greatly exaggerated.
It's true. He's not a zombie. I checked.
Aye, you do seem to be hale and healthy, which, begs the question, how in the seven hells did you survive that fall? Why, question divine providence. What matters is that your Zeus champion has returned, and that he, and by that I mean I, shall bring this thieving duelist to justice. I heard about that, did you? It might be harder than you think. Even I've got no inkling of that fellow's current whereabouts. Inconceivable. I refuse to believe that the ever-inquisitive, ever-ambitious, ever-reliable Wyman is without a single shred of information, even one of dubious relevance. Well, I make no promises, mind you, but there was some talk of a fair maiden what said her most... This knave assaulted a young woman as well? The audacity! I should fly to her side. Why, if it isn't the lady from the Sangoli. A serendipitous encounter indeed, unless you too seek the belligerent duelist. Capital. It will be invigorating to engage in a friendly battle of wits. Already the spirit of competition fills me. Come, Nashu, we must away. Damn it, Hildy, I ain't told you the lass's name yet.
Hildy? I'm gonna call him Hildy from now on. After her own heart, Wyman believes it would be best if you assisted Inspector Hildibrand with his investigation.
Well, Bella, you might as well go after him. He'll be disappointed if you don't. The lady in question is named Yellowmoon. She's a woman with a taste for the finer things in life. Safe to say, you'll find her getting fitted for something in the Weavers' Guild most every day. Good luck with the inspection, Inspector.
Am I Inspector now? Inspector Bella? Has a nice ring to it. Alright, let's just go this way. Inspector Bella is on her way. I think we go this way. Rodriguez, my beloved pure heart was unlike any wand you've ever seen. Elegant, refined, the perfect accessory for any cultured woman. You will bring it back to me, won't you?
A priceless possession, callously ripped from the hands of its owner. The lady weeps, and the wind bears her sorrow to his ears. What gentleman could hear this clarion call and not beg the honor of championing her cause?
What in the world?
I swear to you, here and now, I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall scour all creation, from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for your pure heart.
What he said.
And you, my fellow servant of justice, I see your instincts are not to be underestimated, having guided you to this fair maiden's side. Now then, Miss Moon, what can you tell us of the theft?
Thefts, sir, to be precise. My pure heart was only the most recent item to be taken from me. I'm certain I had it when I left home the other day, after I browsed the latest fashions at Sunsilk and took in a match at the Coliseum. I realized it was gone.
So, the time and location of the theft are unknown. Essential details, without which we cannot solve the case. There is but one logical course of action, Miss Moon. To coax the hidden clues from your memories, we must reenact that fateful day's excursion to Sunsilk Tapestries! The character development here. To Sunset Tapestries! We go! So I'm assuming, like, because Final Fantasy XIV has like more of a serious storyline here, the Hildibrand is just like the comic relief. I'm surprised he's not here watching the kitties dance. There she is. She's sleeping. She's tired. Yellow Moon, what do you got to say? Oh, I don't know. Are you sure this is going to help? Alright. You still haven't changed your outfit, my dude? Miss Moon, would you be so kind as to describe your visit in detail on the day in question? Nothing unusual happened, but if you insist, I was pondering whether or not to purchase a new dress when a man approached me and confessed his undying love. What sort of man says that to a complete stranger, I ask you? Naturally, I was taken aback. I dropped my purse, in shock, not intentionally, on his foot, and he cried out in pain and fled. If I may be so bold, Miss Moon, that strikes me as a most unusual happening. In any case, it appears to be completely unrelated to the theft. Let us next proceed to the Colosseum and see what you remember. Why did they show that scene? You're suspicious. What were you inspecting? Why did they show that scene? Where are we going? This way. Conspicuous crates. That crate's looking at me funny. I can look at you funny? They are suspicious. Where can my pure heart be? Once again, Miss Moon, if you would be so kind as to tell us what you remember. Well, like before, nothing unusual happened. I felt like gambling that day and was debating which match to observe when a gladiator approached me from behind and confessed his undying love. Naturally, I was taken aback. I whirled about and struck the man in the face with my purse, in shock, not intentionally. Unfortunately, since I was carrying a tremendous sum of money, my purse weighed about 6 score ponzes, and the blow was enough to render him unconscious. 120 ponzes! Miss Moon, you are a remarkably strong woman. Which is precisely why you were targeted. Oh, it's so obvious in hindsight. The thief bore you a grudge. No, it's more than that. He hated you with a passion. There sure are a lot of giant crates in Elda. At the Weavers' Guild, at Sunsilk Tapestries, and here too. There was some in the Weavers' Guild? I missed those. Suspicious. Suspicious. Alright, you say the same thing. What do you say? Stand back. I am on the verge of unraveling this mystery. I must be allowed to focus. Is that your thinking pose? It is a thinking pose! Oh my god! These crates are everywhere, Bella. I wonder what's inside, but I don't see how we can open.
Ah, of course. I still have plenty of explosives. Here, why don't you try? It'll be fun. What's in the crates? What's in the crates? I can't wait to find out. All right, what's in the crates? What's in the crates? Oh. Nash's delight. Many cope with grief by taking up new pursuits such as travel or exercise. Nasha chose to study explosives. As you do to combat grief.
Wait. Oh, gods have mercy.
Oh my god. Wow, there were people in there! I guess that explains the breathing and... Isn't that Yellow Moon's pure heart? Inspector! Oh, Inspector, look! Oh. Alright, you still crying. Inspector!
At the heart of every crime rests a single, unassailable truth, reached only by navigating a web of falsehoods and contradictions. Hearken to me now, for as a shepherd leads his flock, I shall guide you to my irrefutable conclusion. A gladiator professes his feelings only to be rejected and physically assaulted in response, wounding his pride as a warrior and man. Resenting her prowess whilst recognizing his weakness, he carries out a more feasible vengeance. He robs the Yellow Moon of her weapon, that pure heart.
Inspector, we found a pure heart. These strange men sneaking around town in wooden crates had it.
It's not what you think. We're not thieves. We're devotees. Yellow Moon is our sun and stars. We only wish to keep her safe from harm, and should she misplace an item from time to time, we'd collect it, for safekeeping, nothing untoward. You deviants were behind all the thefts. All this time you've been stalking me. What nerve? Such unbridled fury, such righteous indignation. We should be glad to accept the goddess's punishment.
Oh dear.
Goddess, devotees. But of course, that I had you inspect those crates was a stroke of genius indeed. As I was elucidating but a moment ago, those fiends are obviously the ones responsible for the recent rush of weapon thefts, as those thefts were carried out by a single individual, you imbecile. Lest you've forgotten, the culprit is a duelist. He only claims his victims' weapons after defeating them in single combat. If your powers of observation are as great as you claim, you should have deduced that those buffoons in boxes were incapable of such. I should know. I'm a reporter of the Mithril Eye. My name is Ellie, and I've been investigating these incidents for weeks. Inspector Hildibrand, gentleman investigator and agent of inquiry, I presume. You are looking well for a dead man. Would you like to meet one of the duelist victims? I'll introduce you, with pleasure. You would be willing to share such precious information with me? Your generosity is commendable, Miss Ellie. May this mark the beginning of a long and beautiful friendship. Yes, very good. The name of the man is... Huh? Where in the bloody hells do you think you're going? I haven't told you anything yet. They want to be the first. They want to be the first to uncover the truth. Ellie. The immaculate deception. Having no other recourse, Ellie would instead tell you the identity of the victim. I suppose since you're the imbecile's friend, you intend to help him. The man you want to find is an adventurer named Humphrey. At present, he can be found at the Golden Bazaar. With luck, the good inspector may find his way there by the time you arrive. If not, then so be it. I wonder what will happen when he discovers that the victim is a perpetrator as well. I look forward to seeing how the good inspector chooses to handle this case.
Alright, the Golden Bazaar. Humphrey!
I am Humphrey, and you are? At last, I've caught up with you. You there, young sir. I am told you are a victim of the marauding duelist. Me? A victim? How amusing. You amuse me. True, I was challenged by the duelist not long ago, but where he thought to find a whelp, he found a warrior of light instead. I defended my honor and my blade. See for yourself.
You mean you won? That's amazing.
Huh. Well, it was nothing compared to what I faced at Cartano. Magitech to the right of us, Magitech to the left of us, stuck in the middle with Master Lu. We were core. He was a dab hand with the old magic, he was. I tried to save him, of course, but there's a limit to how many giant beasties a man can't.
That man is no warrior of light. Tell them, Elazar. Tell them how he lost and surrendered a sword that was not his own.
Liar, scoundrel! I trusted that bastard with me father's blade, bade him take it to smithy for restoration, even gave him guild to pay for it, that he comes crawling back sniveling and begging forgiveness for losing it in a duel, as if that's enough to set things right. Look at me, you bleeding whoreson, look at me! Me flowing golden locks are no more. I've gone bald from the stress and heartbreak. I swear to everything holy that you'll face a reckoning if you don't bring her back to me. All right. He beat the shit out of me and took the old man's sword. I used the guild to pay the Kairujian. I have no idea where the sword is. What am I supposed to do, huh? I can't give him what I don't have, unless you help me find the sword. That's what you do, right? Help people?
Have you no shame? First you claim a legacy not your own, then you beg others to help you with problems of your own making. You will refuse this man, won't you, Inspector?
And what of Elazar's flowing golden locks? How will forsaking young Humphrey help the man he was wronged? We shall begin our search for the sword by questioning the people of the Golden Bazaar. Do all inspectors dress like that? I've never met one before, so I don't know what to expect.
He's unique. That blade was a rare and ancient relic. He can't possibly think he'll recover it so easily. Alright, explore and talk to people in here. I'm surprised he's not being compelled by these ladies. Okay, there's someone over here. Is she sleeping again? She's a sleepy gal, ain't she? Antique swords? Oh, I haven't the foggiest about that. That traveling merchant, Jojonpa, is the one you ought to speak with, assuming he hasn't left. You haven't seen a pickaxe lying around here, have you? My oaf of a husband was out drinking with his friends and... Oh, thou'll take that bloody pickaxe. Should have married a merchant. Okay, I think that's what she originally says. Okay. I can understand why she's tired. Like, Hildibrand is a lot. He's like all over the place. Hildibrand, seriously, take a shower and get dressed.
Yet what drives this man to always claim his opponent's weapon? Pride? No, it must be deeper than that. Elzar's sword wasn't much to look at, but at least it was authentic. More than a few collectors have been tricked into purchasing counterfeit relics.
That boy should be ashamed of himself, robbing poor Elzar of a priceless family heirloom. Just goes to show you should never trust an adventurer who claims to be a warrior of light. Thieves and tricksters, a lot of them. It may not be the most honorable solution, but mayhap you should consider giving Elzar a counterfeit blade. If the deception brings him the peace in his final days, would it be so wrong? I'm afraid I have no knowledge of an ancient sword, at least not of one I can guarantee to be authentic. You see, any wares I determine to be of dubious origins I immediately discard in the spring east of Camp Drybone. Although I have no swords for sale at present, I may have disposed of a facsimile similar in design to the one you describe.
This presents a quandary. Though I am loath to deceive an honorable man like Elazar, a well-intentioned ruse may put his heart at ease, thus spurring the rejuvenation of his flowing golden locks, whilst we continue to search for the genuine article.
Well, if there is a sword in that spring, it won't remain there for long. It's one of the more convenient sources of fresh water for the common folk in Camp Drybone.
You should endeavor to be more optimistic, Miss Ellie. Like me, I say we search the spring first before declaring all to be lost.
Forgive me, I could contain myself no longer. What kind of fool parades about in an outfit like that? Was he some sort of murmur? He's very theatrical, that's for sure. Who's this? Oh, that's Ellie. She's still sleepy.
It occurs to me that I am not yet fully recovered from my accumulation injuries. It would not be prudent to immerse my body in water. Not without first coating it with a liberal application of salamander oil. That is, indeed, on many an occasion my dearest mother tended my childhood scrapes just so. You understand the importance of physical rehabilitation, yes? Then you can assist me by pouring the oil all over my body.
Oh dear. I'm gonna be a massage therapist again? Well, that is my real-life profession.
The body is but an instrument in occasional need of oiling. So come, my friend, come and oil me up.
You just want a pretty lady to touch you. Salamander oil, a thick, sticky oil collected from the underbelly of a river-dwelling salamander.
Ah, this comforting scent, as though I am a child in her arms. Quickly now, before it dries, knead the oil into my aching flesh.
Okay. I'll massage you.
The pain multiplies manifold. Gently now, gently.
massage again. A little more gently.
Oh gods, oh gods, oh gods. Yes, at last. My muscles slacken and soften. The warmth spreads and the pain becomes pleasure.
Oh dear. I'm not here for a happy ending, good sir.
Right there. Yes. Keep doing that. Just like that. Just like... yes. Now, once more. With feeling.
Oh, dear. He's liking this way too much. But you do have nice abs, good sir.
Ah, never before have I received such splendid ministrations. Now then, into the spring. You as well, my good woman.
Okay, I'll enjoy the springs, but I'm not going to, strip down. A holy pot? What's this? A muddy pebble? Is that a cave in there? Yeah, I see something back there.
You've been productive. Excellent. May I see what you found?
A worthless bottle. This is not the sword you are looking for. Useless rock. A completely useless and unremarkable rock. Come now. What were you expecting? A rock that keeps corals away? Irrelevant? Potsherd. Well, at least you didn't pick up a rock at random like some people. I did! There's some shiny crystals in it.
No sign of the sword Jodonpa mentioned, I see.
Ah! Now I'm all wet. What was that anyway?
Did something cause you to...
Oh, it's a sword. It's a scimitar.
Once again, my instincts have guided us to our query. That I had you search that section of the spring was a stroke of... Achoo!
Inspector, it's bad for your health to conduct investigations in those clothes. I'll go to Ul'dah and fetch you some new ones.
How thoughtful of you, Nashu. While you are there, purchase a few bottles of hair tonic for Elazar as well. The newest, most potent blend you can find.
Not the one that the one at Highbridge is trying to use, because I feel like that's making him bald.
Is it not wonderful, my friend? Soon all of Elazar's woes will be no more.
Okay, report to Elazar at the Golden Bazaar. Alright, no, this way. Are you in here? You are. You got that guy.
As promised, I return to you your father's ancient blade. Aye, it is her. Every chip and scratch is just as I remember. God bless you, sir.
I I never expected you would go to such lengths for two strangers without thought of reward. Altruism is a rare trait these days.
'Tis common enough if you know where to look. A gentleman recognizes the good in every soul, and understands that none deserve to be forsaken.
Spoken like a true gentleman, though your garments beg to differ. Inspector, I brought you your change of clothing. I also bought a supply of tonic from this peddler I met in Pearl Lane.
Excellent work, Nashu. If you would just bring me that case.
Who's watching?
Ooh!
Oh dear! And he's just worried about the hair tonic! Inspector Hildibrand?
There appears to be something lodged in my forehead. Could it be a missive from an adoring admirer?
How are you still alive? It's a ninja.
The author neglected to pen her name. I shall come to claim the collector's blade. Is that supposed to be flattering?
No, it's supposed to be intimidating. The duelist wrote this. He's daring you to stop him. He's just all too happy.
A challenge for me? Oh, at last the curtain rises. Very well. If I am to duel the duelist, I must dress for the occasion. He's so full of himself.
And he's using the sheen as a backdrop. Oh my god. It's too big. I can't.
I, Hildibrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, accept your challenge. Oh my god. He's incredible. So bold, so majestic, just like a warrior of light. No, a gentleman of light.
Oh my god.
He is exceptionally something.
Car, Inspector Hildibrand, you look amazing. And he's got his hair. Who is this?
Hildibrand. This is far from the strongest of swords. Blue, blue skies and the rolling desert. How much longer must I seek the Blade of Legend?
Look at those poofy pants. He's a character, ain't he? I guess you could say that's the end of chapter 1. Ah! I'm loving it! I'm loving it!
Challenge accepted, my worthy opponent. You shall not claim to be best. With me, let us call it what it is. Genius, I shall bring you to justice. Wait, you wish to duel with weapons, not wits? This bridge hardly seems appropriate for such an epic battle.
love it so much. I love it so much. Hey, I know that spear. That's the one I found buried with the pumpkins. Pumpkins sort of remind me of, no, it's gone. Never mind. Bye. Till next time. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, so on to chapter 2. The Science of Deduction. Ellie wishes to share her latest discoveries with you. Perchance you are curious about the duelist's declared target. It so happens I have identified the weapon in question. The Treaty Blade is part of an Ishgardian noble's collection, or was, I should say. No, it has not yet been stolen. It has been purchased by an Uldan collector, the wife of a wealthy merchant living in Vesper Bay. Suffice it to say, I would be remiss in my duties as a reporter were I not to investigate her, and should the duelist strike whilst I am present, well, I hope I needn't explain what a golden opportunity that would be. Ingratiating myself to her may prove to be the greatest challenge, though. I'm told she is a difficult woman to please. Fortunately, I am also told that she has a fondness for rare flowers, the sort to see in Camp Drybone cells. You can come along if you'd like. To see. Hi, Azenbar. Don't mind me just dropping in. I had a feeling you couldn't resist the pull of a good story. Since you're here, why don't you choose the Althic Lavender to buy? Here you are, miss. Thank you for your patronage.
Was it for love or money that you killed him?
It was you.
Have you gone mad? That was an Amalja arrow in his back. I don't even know how to shoot a bow. Curt, gentlemen. Amalja don't shoot fleeing, unarmed merchants. They capture and temper them. Not that you or your victim make for convincing merchants. If you're going to misrepresent yourself, put some effort into it. Wear gloves, for God's sake. Or at least don't wave your hands in front of my face. The calluses on your fingers betray you as a veteran archer. Doubtless you used your skills to great effect 5 years ago, as did your partner. So again, I ask, was it because he took from you your share, or your sister? He don't touch a man's kin. He knew that, and yet he... Damn, I thought he did it for the money. You too, he's all yours. Yes, of course. Thank you for the help, Inspector.
Another inspector on the scene? At least he is competent, but when did investigating crimes become such a popular profession? It's not his job, you know. He just likes doing it. He belongs to one of Ishgard's high houses. Some say he's a baron. Not at all like the buffoon Hildibrand, don't you think? I try not to think about Hildibrand. We should get going. Lady Dirilda will not take kindly to wilted flowers. You say anything else? No. Okay. Where are we going? Vesper Bay. Okay. Well, I have tickets. Ah, look at all these quests that opened up. We got the Weaponsmith of Legend. Got a couple in there. What's this? Trauma Queen? Alright, well, those will be for other times. I believe you have something to present to Lady Durilda. Go on then. She's a fancy lady. Again? As I told the last 20 who came before, if you have come looking for work, you are too late. And even if I were in need of additional security, I would not deign to hire a common adventurer. Now remove yourself from my sight before I have you removed. Alphic lavender, a fragrant variety of lavender rarely found in the arid lowland regions of Tamalan. Did you really think I could be so easily manipulated? Present the right gift, speak the magic words, and you would earn my respect. What is more, a flower's beauty is fleeting. I value beauty which transcends the boundaries of time, everlasting, enduring, unchanging, like mine. Now get out. Forgive us, Lady Durilda. We meant no disrespect. We were afraid that you would not heed our warnings otherwise. A notorious violent thief is plotting to steal the treaty blade. You fools! I shall come to claim the collector's blade, yes? I read the mithril eye. I know full well of whom you speak, and it is none of your concern. I have a legion of guards at my disposal. Should he try, I will have him seized or worse. And even if by some miracle he should succeed, he will not escape my wrath, for I have retained the services of a certain gentleman. Ah, but you may see for yourself. Like every piece in my collection, he has been chosen with the utmost care. Now look on my peerless inspector, interlopers, and despair. Say Hildibrand.
Ships that pass in the night, a signal shown in the darkness. The lady cries out for a guardian, and a gentleman must needs oblige. See Tuxedo Mask? I swear to you, here and now, I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall neither slumber nor sleep until the fiend who covets the treaty blade is brought to justice.
The grin.
My lady, what brings you here? Are you come in pursuit of the duelist as well, or perchance in pursuit of me?
As if I would spend a single gil on an insufferable, incompetent.
To be fair, you are not spending a single gil on me.
Who's this new inspector? I want to see your face.
The chance to investigate such an intriguing case is payment enough. Preemptive declarations of criminal intent are hardly in vogue.
He looks nerdy. A handsome nerd.
Sorry I'm late. Busy solving a murder.
Ah, he's got a charm too.
Baradian Consulting Inspector. At your service, my lady.
He feels left out in the cold.
Conniving Inspector. Consulting Inspector. Rotting flesh and saltpeter. Hildibrand Manderville and Nashu Makaraka, I presume. Two rank amateurs playing at a profession of which they know not. Call me when you've finished with these wastrels.
You see, I do not want nor need your help. Briardian is more than capable of overseeing the transfer. Now get out, all of you. Where have you been, Maria? And where is my vase? There was this strange flying thing, and the vase, I dropped it in the water. I was so...
That vase once belonged to the Royal House of Thorn. Do you have any idea how much it was worth? You will go back outside right now and search for my vase, and you are not to return until you find it. Do I make myself clear? My lady, pray allow me to go in the girl's stead. It is not safe, for she herself spoke of a ferocious wild beast. With my unmatched investigative skills, I shall swiftly locate and recover the missing vase, thereby earning your respect, at which point you will gladly grant me permission to investigate the thieving duelist. Verily, it is a plan fiendishly clever in its intricacies. Not when spoken aloud. Miss Maria, would you be so kind as to tell me exactly what happened?
What is with that face? I picked up the vase in Olda, like Mother said, and I was on my way home. I was crossing the bridge, and then the flying thing came. I got scared, so I ran. When I stopped, it was gone, but so was the vase. I think I dropped it in Nafika's wells. I want to go and look, but there were scary-looking things down there. I'm scared to go alone.
You are no longer alone, Miss Maria. We shall go together and look for the vase, all 5 of us.
All 4 of you. I'm going after Inspector Briardian. If the duel strikes, I mean to be there.
But, Miss Ellie, how can you ignore the plight of a young girl for the sake of a story?
Because that's my job, you imbecile.
Well, we shall not be derelict in our duty to justice. Come, Nashu, we must away.
You don't even know what the bloody vase looks like.
Maria, dear, listen. If it gets dangerous, or if you feel afraid, you run to this adventurer for help, understand?
It's like, I'm the reliable one. Out, out! I have forthcoming appointments with very prestigious guests, and will suffer your presence no longer. Fine. I want to be in your presence anyway. Alright, where are we going? Nafika's Wells. Okay. Alright, I think I know where that is. Off we go, fat cat. Oh, wait, what's this? The greatest story never told. We'll have to do that some other time. Remember, that's there. There we go. Well, don't fall down. Resting merchant. That girl what run by earlier? I seen her. Had something in her hands, but dropped it while crossing the bridge. Didn't get a good look, but I reckon it don't matter any road. Whatever it was, it's long gone by now. Say it was a vase, eh? I hope it wasn't valuable, 'cause it's been swept far downstream by now. The villain.
A vase. Well, anything that falls in the water is like to be swept downstream fairly quickly. Does this have anything to do with that queer winged beast I saw earlier? No? Never mind then. If you're looking for something that fell from the bridge, you should consider searching downstream.
Downstream it is. A flamboyant oaf. It's with the green chicken. Hello? Hello? Chickie? Why you be green? Oh my god! Does it make green eggs and ham? It's got the green eggs. It's got the green eggs at least.
A pox upon that thieving demon bird. He shall rue the day he crossed paths with me. Huh? A vase. I know not of what you... Gah! Curse this infernal refuse underfoot. Every point is a dagger.
There's something in the water at the man's feet. Curious object? What else do you have to say?
Do the people of this land simply toss their refuse in the river? Every step is agony.
He is theatrical as well. You and Hildibrand will get along just swell.
Do I spy the treasured vase of Lady Derilda over... Oh dear. Does this belong to you, child? Forgive me, I was so engrossed in my search that I did not notice. Your search for what, pray tell? A demon bird that absconded with my weapon. I set it down for but a moment, only to see it next to the talons of that accursed creature. I gave chase, following it to these waters, and in my haste I must have stepped upon your vase.
Don't fret, Maria. I know it looks bad, but I'm sure Inspector Hildibrand will think of something.
Oh, but I already have my faithful assistant. Hearken to me now, for as the rising sun doth dispel the dark, so shall my solution resolve our dilemma. But first, we must gather as many fragments of the vase as we can find. Why does this feel so familiar?
This happened last chapter.
How could I have been so careless?
Those two are just searching.
Come to present your findings, have you? Splendid. Let's have a look.
Precious potter. All the Sultan's took bows and all the Sultan's men couldn't put his face back together again.
Well done, my friend. This should be more than sufficient for our needs. He has performed miracles with far less, after all. What manner of solution could he have? The vase looks to be beyond all hope to me.
Ah, we get the mandible dance. The hammer. A shattered antique vase will not deter Inspector Hildibrand from his mission.
There is but one person in all Eorzea capable of reconstructing this face, a man whose skill with a hammer has brought rival goldsmiths low. So breathtaking are his works, so fearsome his competitive spirit. This man is no mere goldsmith. You speak of him as one would of a great warrior. Once, a notorious gang of thieves perpetrated a series of robberies in Ul'dah, targeting establishments which sold luxury goods. One such shop was owned by the humble lapidary of whom I speak. His was the last shop the thieves struck, for the following morning they were found beaten, bound, and gagged in the Gold Court. The Brass Blades never learned who was responsible. The only information they had was the testimony of a thief who kept muttering the words, "The hammer, the hammer."
He sounds dangerous.
Aye, that he does, and I do so enjoy the company of dangerous men. But,
Gilgamesh?
but where are my manners? I have yet to properly introduce myself. I am Gilgamesh, and that is my companion, Enkidu.
Enkidu?
Well, not really. It has been many moons since last I saw her, so to ease the burden of loneliness, I tamed a rooster and painted it green. In any case, you mean to search for a goldsmith, yes? If so, it would be my pleasure to help. The pleasure is all mine, Gilligan. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, bid you welcome.
Gilligan?
If it is that hard for you to remember, I give you leave to call me Gil.
Ah, you're just pouring with Gil, just like money. Okay, that's easy to remember.
Excellent suggestion, Greg.
Even worse.
Playful monikers are an effective means of building camaraderie. Call me Hildy. Now then, from what I know of the goldsmith's propensity to procure his materials himself, I have deduced that he is most likely to be found in the vicinity of Blue Fog in northern Thanalan. It is there we shall begin our search.
Oh dear. Okay. Blue Fog. Goblin carcass. If a goblin became a zombie, would that make it a zomblin or a dumbie? I would not want to encounter either or. The goblin's wounds indicate that it was felled with a hammer. A trail of bloody footprints leads to the north. I don't think it's been dead long. Maybe whoever did it is still around? Gil, my friend. Oh no. How dare you. Hey, what was your name again? And something?
This goldsmith is not to be trifled with.
The basilisk's wounds indicate that it was felled with a hammer. A trail of bloody footprints leads to the north.
A single blow to the head. Impressive.
Off to the north. Oh, I'm gonna avoid that.
His handiwork is unmistakable. The corpse is still quite warm.
Ew.
The Doblin, the Basilisk, and this Aramin all were slain with a hammer, as was the beast over yonder, unless I am mistaken.
Oh dear, Chimera.
That Chimera must be his latest prize, which means he must still be about. Mayhap he is watching us at this very moment, attempting to ascertain our intentions. He was ever a cautious man when on the hunt. Alas, it comes to this. Though every fiber of my being cries out in rebellion, I must break my oath and do the unspeakable. What must you do that is so terrible? I must dance!
Dance!
I'm a Manderville man, doing what only a Manderville can, from the peaks of Kurthus to Thanalan. Manderville man!
Oh god.
I cannot avert mine eyes. That is the dance of House Manderville, passed down from father to son. Were I to perform it within sight of our quarry, he would not be able to resist revealing himself. Alas, I neglected to properly stretch my legs beforehand. My good woman, I see no other solution. You must dance in my stead, though it be a gross, nay, unconscionable violation of my family's traditions. I must bequeath to you the Manderville.
Ah. You have learned the Manderville dance. I should probably put that on my hotbar. Let's see here. Is this one soothe? We'll take that one off. It's back in. Okay, let's see. Emotes. Dance. The Manderville dance. Put that there. Are you really going to do the Manderville? Oh, I can't wait.
What manner of man can be summoned only through dance?
Oh dear, Manderville men. The time has come for you to do what only a Manderville can.
We are siblings now, my consort comrade, for I have shared with you the secrets of House Manderville. Now you must use that knowledge. Go to the fallen Chimera and dance like only a Manderville can. I shall maintain my distance for now, but fear not. Should aught go awry, I will fly to your side at once.
Please do, Superman. Okay. No. No. Okay. Manderville dance! Ew. Ew. Okay. Does that do anything? Oh, I have to wait first? Okay. Let's just say I saw it. Okay, here I go. The sound effects.
Fancy yourself a Manderville man. You would do what only a Manderville can. Then lift your legs and put up your hands. Be a Manderville man. He comes.
I legit flew. He's Superman. Oh, no, wait, no. That was like Terminator.
Ho ho ho, you have not to fear for me, not at all. The only accounts I came to settle were with the Chimera.
It's Godbird! Oh my god! Sorry, I blew out your ears. I remember him. No wonder Hildibrand won the massage. It was from this. Okay.
But you were not drawn here by some coincidence, were you? No, you came to search for me, Godbert. Why else would you grate your hips in such a gentlemanly fashion, if not that?
Do you remember me?
Wait, I know you. She of strong yet tender fingers. But more importantly, how in the hells did you learn the mandeville? If I did not teach you, then who?
Is that your son? He's terrified.
Wow. Roadrunner? By the grace of Thal, what sorcery is this? He yet lives?
Oh my god.
Hildibrand held your... Oh my god.
Oh my god. Clutch.
This seems all too familiar. 10 years, Hildibrand. 10 years since you left home, and 5 since I learned of your trip to Dalamud. How long were you planning to allow your mother and father to suffer under the illusion that their beloved son was dead? Son, you are Hildy's father? Godbert the goldsmith, a Mandeville man, smithing as only a Mandeville can. Oil him up and give him a tan, fit for a Mandeville man. Please, father, cease your undulations at once. There are more pressing matters at hand. This antique vase must be made whole once more, for the sake of Miss Maria. Ha, do not worry, little one. I deal with worse cases before my morning bowel movement.
A little TMI? Wow, you really are the best goldsmith.
Hold your applause until the end. Bargat, guide my hammer.
Wow, such an upgrade.
Look how it sparkles in the twilight, how it radiates elegance. Would you all not agree that it is a work of art? You've completely destroyed a priceless antique's historical value. Nonsense. I have taken a dull, unremarkable vase and transformed it into something far superior. I hope you were paying attention, Hildy. How long has it been since you last held a hammer? Father, that is not my path. I am an agent of inquiry, an inspector. It is my duty to help those in need. Miss Maria is one such person. There are others, too, innocent people whose weapons were callously ripped from their hands by a thieving duelist. I thought you had put away childish dreams. No matter, you will understand in due time. No, I will not. I am an inspector, father. I can be naught else.
Mr. Godbert, sir, I don't think my mother's going to like what you did. She probably won't let Mr. Hildibrand help with the investigation.
We cannot say that for certain, can we? Mayhaps she will take a liking to this reimagining.
I like your way of thinking.
You spoke of a thieving duelist, did you not? It so happens I am something of a duelist myself. Were we to cross paths with this fellow, I would welcome the opportunity to pit my skills against his. Enkidu as well, I should think. I see you too possess a strong sense of justice. Full glad am I to have met you, Greg. Now, let us return to Vesper Bay and see how our vase is received. Vesper Bay, you say? What a coincidence. I shall be traveling there on business once I have finished gathering materials. Oh, I think I might have seen a demon bird which took my weapon. Go on without me. I shall follow anon.
Oh, this is too good. Okay, back to Vesper Bay. Oh, hi. Are you reprimanding?
Mayhap Miss Maria should be the one to present the vase.
I hope she likes it. Reconstructed vase. If every component of an object were to be replaced, could the resulting object be fundamentally considered the same? Philosophers are unsure. Godbert does not care. Mother, I brought you the vase. By the gods, have you all no shame? How dare you make my daughter complicit in your chicanery? I don't know where you found this gaudy trash, but it bears no resemblance whatsoever to the vase I purchased. Now see here, Lady Dirilda, not only did you send Maria to fetch your priceless vase alone, placing her in considerable danger should bandits or a wild beast attack, which they did, but... gaudy trash. Lord Mandeville, sir, I did not realize you had arrived. Oh, dear. Look at his outfit. He just loves to show off his muscles. Though I know it is nothing compared to the lavish accommodations an esteemed gentleman such as yourself must enjoy, I pray my humble abode meets with your satisfaction.
Oh, it does, my lady, it does indeed, especially that exquisite face over yonder, although I gather from your previous comments that you do not like my reconstruction.
Your reconstruction? Oh, I don't like it. I love it. I would go so far as to call it a new centerpiece of my Thorn Dynasty collection.
Ah, what a relief. I would have been most distressed had you said otherwise. We Mandevilles do so take pride in our work and ever strive for professional perfection. Oh, but why am I repeating what my son Hildibrand doubtless told you when he offered to investigate the duelist threats? Enough expository banter, I say.
I cannot recall if your son used those precise words, but I do remember thinking that his help would be most welcome. You will be helping us, Inspector Hildibrand, will you not? Oh, wait a minute. Your father is Lord Godbert Manderville, the man who took
Aeoland Quiveron's seat on the Syndicate? It appears there have been a great many developments over the past 10 years, of which I was completely unaware. In any case, we must redirect our energies towards the investigation of the thieving duelist. Our first order of business will be to review all the facts with consenting Inspector Bryden.
I think she likes it.
Come, we have a thief to catch. Let us seek out Inspector Bryden at once. I hope I did not speak over much earlier. My wife would describe it as a proclivity of pontificate, but I prefer to think of it as an earnest desire to establish rapport with my fellow man.
I love you, Godbert. You're awesome. Bryardian? Why is his name somewhat difficult to say?
Why are you still here? Allow me to elucidate. Lady Gerilda has asked that we assist with the investigation. Now, kindly share with us all your information. Fine. Our plans have advanced to a stage that even you couldn't ruin them anyway. I commissioned several reproductions of the Treaty Blade through a merchant named Jojonpa, who traffics in counterfeit antiques. These blades have been delivered to the observatorium, where they are being distributed among Lady Gerilda's sellswords. Once I give the order, they will transport them via alternate routes to Vesper Bay.
Oh, I think I get it. You're hiding the real transport with a bunch of decoys, right?
They're all decoys. The moment the thief strikes, all our forces will converge on his location, including those disguised as small folk among each route. The real Treaty Blade will remain in the original owner's vault until the thief has been apprehended. Everything has been accounted for. You are superfluous. Mayhap we could use more small folk to watch the roads in and out of the observatorium, assuming you have the capacity to conduct yourself in an unassuming fashion. Fear not, my fellow inspector, for I am a master of disguise. Have you any information regarding the duelist himself? A description?
You never thought to ask Humphrey, did you? The thief is said to be a towering brute dressed in red who wields a halberd.
A man so garishly dressed should be easy to find in snowy Curthis. Then I suppose we don't need your help after all, do we? Come, or don't. I couldn't care less.
Be seeing you. Isn't that Gilgamesh, our new friend?
Pray forgive my lateness.
And he shows up.
Greg, my good man, what a pleasure to see you again. We just received new information regarding the weapon thief. A victim described him as a halberd-wielding brute dressed in... a ridiculous outfit. A ridiculous outfit? Oh, now I am intrigued. What reasons would a warrior have for wearing impractical clothing? Haha, what reasons indeed. It is enough to make a gentleman laugh.
Are you blind?
That damnable demon bird continues to elude me, but no longer. Soon I shall claim my revenge and weapon both.
The three collectors. Inspector Hildibrand would have you accompany him to Curthis.
Allow me to summarize our current plan of action. Our destination is the observatorium, and our mission is to pose as goodly small folk, in accordance with Inspector Bryardian's instructions. Naturally, should the situation demand improvisation, we are to disregard those instructions. Any questions? No? Then let us sally forth at once. Doubtable confederate. You are an experienced traveler, are you not? Why don't you lead the way to Kurthus?
Okay. Off we go.
Hail to thee, fellow servant of justice. I take it you are one of the many tasked with transporting a counterfeit treaty blade. Clearly, you've mistaken me for someone else, sir. At ease, Sergeant. They're with us. More small folk. Keep an eye on them, or else. But sir, Bugger me. Don't you bloody move until I get back. I say, is this land always so inhospitable? The biting winds, the endless snows. Mayhap keeping active will help me to stay warm. Oh, and should I chance to find this thieving duelist, I will of course summon you, after administering the requisite beating. Haha. Good, you're still... Wasn't there someone else with you a moment ago? Ah, you speak of Greg. He ventured outside the gates mere moments before your arrival, full eager to catch the thief, as are we. Come, Nashu, we too must answer the call of duty. You look like you might actually be useful. Why don't you have a word with my man near the east gates? We're undermanned over there. Remember, we're looking for a brute in red who wields a halberd. You see the bastard, you come to me. No heroics. We take him together, understood? Or understand? Alright.
Am I daft as well? How come I haven't noticed anything? Or haven't said anything about Greg?
Any halberd-wielding murmurs shall answer to me. You see that just now? No? I don't think me eyes were playing tricks on me, but there's only one way to be sure. You wait here.
Inspector, over there, look!
What is it, Nashu? Pray tell me what you see. Aha! I see you, demon bird. You will not escape me this time. Why, hello there, my friends. Is aught amiss? Oh, it's just Greg. For a moment I thought you might have spotted our thief. Come, Nashu, we have lingered here overlong. We must egress post-haste.
He's not there no more.
There is naught out of the ordinary here either.
No luck, Oh, there's a bird.
We have scoured every elm of this area to no avail. I can only conclude that, having learned that his opponent was to be the legendary Inspector Hildibrand, the duelist renounced his criminal ways and retreated into hiding.
Or perhaps he is waiting patiently outside the walls for more wagons to leave. That being said, should you decide to venture into the wilderness, you had best arm yourself with more than your wits.
I appreciate your concern, Miss Ellie, but a gentleman should abstain from violence unless absolutely necessary.
I'll fight for you, Inspector. I even found a weapon to use.
By the 12, is that the selfsame spear which propelled me to the Red Moon? Wherever did you find it?
It was buried in the snow.
Well, one cannot ignore the will of destiny. Return to me, Nashu. Though I will still endeavor to avoid fisticuffs, I will be duly armed should worse come to worse. Now then, we begin our search for the duelist to the east of the observatorium.
Okay, bye. See her. Come now, how hard can it be to find a large man dressed in red in Kurthis? It's cold out here. Hildibrand has it.
Take your post, my good woman, and entrust your safety to me. Inspector Hildibrand is ready for battle. Wherefore art thou, my nefarious nemesis? 'Twas not the selfsame creature, but one of many. Nevertheless, I know that my weapon is close by.
Are you deaf too?
You sense it too, don't you?
All y'all are daft, including me.
Greg, I've been meaning to ask, why do you covet this weapon so? If you but beheld it, you would understand. In some ways it bore resemblance to a spear, but in other respects it was quite different. It was crowned with a magnificent axe blade, to which was wielded a musket barrel. 'Twas one of the first weapons I added to my collection after arriving in these lands. Ah, how I yearn to reclaim it, the strongest of spears.
Are you putting two and two together now? It's a chicken alarm.
That weapon of yours bears a striking resemblance to the strongest of spears. I claimed this weapon 5 years ago. Surely you can't be serious. Now you call me Shirley? No matter. Give it to me. Give it to me. The spear and I have traveled together to the very heavens. I will not relinquish it again. The spear and I have bested many a man together. I will not relinquish it again. Then we are at an impasse. Oh, yo! Oh, oh!
It's like a tennis match. I can't believe I'm saying this, but well done, Inspector. Thanks to you, we've caught the weapon thief in the act.
Miss Ellie, you are grossly misreading our dispute. Greg is a good, honest man, who I am certain has never stolen a weapon in his life. Indeed, I have not. Every weapon I have claimed was by rights mine. Each was a trophy for besting my opponent in single combat.
It was you all along.
I believe that constitutes a confession. Seize him. A confession to what? I have done naught wrong. Bah, you all are beyond reason. Ah, yes, my plan to secure Greg's confession was utterly flawless, and his capture will be the coup de grace. While my plan is thus far flawless, Griffin Crossing is still impassable. I know who you are, even if that imbecile doesn't, so let's not mince words. Only you have the skill to face the duelist in battle. Even so, your strength alone will likely not suffice. I suggest you muster what allies you can.
His name isn't really Greg, is it? No, it's Gil.
Lest you find my advice unsupporting, I remind you that our duty supersedes any misbegotten notions of honor you may possess.
Which way did he go, Bella? Did you see? Down to Griffin Crossing. Hildy, this is becoming a habit.
Nashu? Miss Ellie? Ah, my good woman, it is a relief to hear your footfalls. As you have doubtless deduced, I was unable to prevent Greg from escaping through the doors. I must leave the rest to you.
Ooh.
Yes, it was I behind these doors the whole time. You took so long to arrive. I was getting worried you might have gotten lost. Long did I wonder what your role in this play was. A silent guardian, content to watch events unfold with minimal interaction. At the last, I understand. We were fated to duel, you and I. Best me, and you may have the spear. Fail, and your weapons are forfeit. Fair terms, do you not think? I will even extend them to your allies. I grant you leave to summon others. After all, it will avail you no advantage. For Gilgamesh, it is beginning time. What?
Say what? Battle on the big bridge.
Do not worry about me, my friend. I shall extricate myself in due time.
Alright, so let's read this. Battle on the bridge. Item level. Oh, am I not at the right level? Let's see. Leveling your character is crucial to unlocking resources and content. However, it is not the only value you need to keep your eye on. Almost as important as the level of your class job is the level of your gear. Okay. What's the gear level? Average item level 50. Okay, so then I should be okay. In his quest to acquire the strongest of weapons, the notorious duelist Gilgamesh has long eluded authorities until now, forced to take a stand at the impassable Griffin Crossing. He has challenged you to a duel. Triumph, and he shall yield his latest prize. But should you fail, your weapons will be forfeit. Alright, unfortunately, I have to end it here for this session, but we will get to Gilgamesh first thing next time. So give a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Let's just laugh together at this hilarious quest line. Alright, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!